interesting to see how he performs in Britain, in this country, to see what he can do here. I know he did a good job overseas, but I don't know too much about his managerial style, but I just know that there was a lot of talk about him and his potential, so he's got the job now. So
well, he is, Alan, considered to be one of the brightest young managers out there, so maybe Southampton have done something before other clubs.
Yeah,
we're going to try and grab him.
Exactly, potentially. And I think as well, bringing him in, he's got pre-season to really stamp his authority, philosophy, maybe bring in a couple of players that he wants to bring into his team. So it'd be really exciting, a great opportunity for him to then, maybe if he can, bring them back.
And I do like that. Like, there's such a good point. Get the manager in early. So everyone's settled. The fans are settled. He can now go about doing some of his transfer business if that's what he wants. Talk to the players that he wants to keep. Get rid of the ones he doesn't want. I think that's a way to do it properly. To bring
but as we know, it's a very, very hard and competitive league, as we saw yesterday in the playoff final. One of the teams they'll be playing, of course, Leicester City. John Akers.
Bournemouth 0, Leicester City 0. Both sides have had a chance each. Evan Nielsen's just gone a yard wide from an angle on his left foot when he maybe should have hit the target, and Skips had a half volley over from 12 yards. Bournemouth, of course, can't make 8th this season, but the manager, Andoni Iraola, would love a top half finish for the first time in their history. And of course, no Jamie Vardy for Leicester. Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0.
Thank you, John. And to Portman Road, Sam Ashu.
Good afternoon, Jason. It's Ipswich 0, West Ham 0. Two teams very much playing for pride at Portman Road this afternoon as Ipswich look to go close with George Hurst, but he's well dispossessed. The top scorer, Liam Delap for Ipswich, is on the bench once again with a move away the likely outcome. And a late changing goal as well. Alex Palmer was set to start, but he pulled up in the warm-up. Christian Walton replaces him. In goal for West Ham is Lucas Fabianski on what is his final game for the club, and he's just pinged a lovely 60-yard pass to Jared Bowen as well, which was great to watch. West Ham finishing the season with a bit of a whimper, having won just one in their last 10. At the moment, it's 0-0 at Portman Road.
We've got a goal at Anfield. Ailey Barber.
It is not the way these Liverpool fans wanted this game to go. They're still celebrating though, but it's Crystal Palace who have taken the lead. Ismail Assar played through beautifully. He had so much space in between the Liverpool centre-backs. He took his time, he showed composure, he slotted it past Alisson. It's the FA Cup winners who lead at the home of the Premier League champions. It's Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1.
Crystal Palace, Ellen, there's no stopping them.
Well, they're having an absolutely unbelievable season,
Great
aren't they? And I feel like this is just a beautiful finish from Sarr. They regain possession on the left-hand side. Beautiful ball punched into Sarr, touch and finish past Alisson. But yeah, they're absolutely flying at the moment.
12th goal of the season. Ash, good finish.
Yeah, really good. It's a little bit sloppy from Liverpool. I think it's Bradley that gives it away, and Van Dijk's really far out of position on the left, and he doesn't have enough time because of the speed of the Palace pass. And it's a good goal. And Crystal Palace are another team we haven't spoken about them yet, but they've had a great season with their manager as well. They're playing with loads of confidence, full of confidence as well. So you can see by that goal, it's a good start. But it's a long old afternoon when you go ahead at Anfield this early in the game.
Exactly. I know. Also, it's a long old afternoon on final score. We will have time to score Crystal Palace, don't you worry. Let's go to the City ground. Will Perry.
When Chelsea are on the attack, Neto released down the right-hand side, and they're trying to catch Forest out on this counter-attack. Neto ball into the box, trying to find Sancho. Milenkovic hoofs it away, but a really good start from Forest. So direct from kick-off. Chelsea looking nervy. Morgan gives White a bursting run, which James got back and recovered to get a tackle in, and Elanga with a dangerous ball into the box, which Cucurella dealt with as well. Got to tell you that Taiwo Awoniyi was paraded, Jason, in front of the fans before kick-off. An emotional standing ovation for the Forest number 9, who of course had to have abdominal surgery. He was put into an induced coma after colliding with the post in the last home game here against Leicester. So they were lovely scenes before the kick-off. Forest 0, Chelsea 0.
Yeah, he had a great reception. Thank you, Will. Let's go to Craven Cottage. Chris Wise.
Clearly early days, but I think from a Manchester City perspective and for Pep Guardiola, he'll be really pleased with the first 11 minutes. Still Fulham 0, Manchester City 0, but Fulham have barely had a touch of the ball really in the first 10 minutes. Man City have come at them with real intensity, belief. We've had an Omar Marmoush free kick, which went over the top of the bar. Another moment where Haaland tried to slip him in, just put a bit too much on it, so Leno reached it first, the Fulham goalkeeper. But at the moment, Manchester City, who need 3 points to guarantee Champions League football, but ultimately a point will almost certainly be enough, are doing what they need to do. Fulham 0, Man City 0.
And is that Newcastle United's new strip, John Bennett?
Yeah, they're wearing the new kit today. A few of the fans getting their first look at the new strip. Looks quite similar to the old one, to be honest, Jason. But it is 0-0 here. And I'll tell you what, Everton
are growing into this game. Newcastle started off with really good intensity. Eddie Howe was on the edge of the technical area getting his players to press really high up the pitch, but just in the last 3 or 4 minutes, Everton on the break have looked dangerous. Iliman and Jai with a shot charged down. One half chance for Newcastle, Anthony Gordon with a shot over the bar. And surprise, surprise, former Sunderland keeper, Sunderland fan Jordan Pickford is getting booed loudly by the Newcastle fans. Newcastle 0, Everton 0.
I bet he is. Chance for Manchester United, Selma Kerrins.
There's been 5 chances, Jason. This is not going to form. It's Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 0. All the action, though, coming from the home side. Early on, Mazraoui's been peppering the box with crosses in from the left-hand side. He found Mason Mount. He forced a point-blank save from Martinez. The ball was whipped back in. Mount was there again. A header that was safely collected. Casemiro has had an effort. Bruno Fernandes has also had an effort. And just moments ago, Diallo got on the ball in the area, dragged his shot wide. This is not going to form. It's a good performance, though, for the home side. Manchester United 0, Villa 0.
And Crystal Palace are flying at Anfield. Eddie Barber.
They are flying. Liverpool trying to get back into it, but it's been a brilliant start from Crystal Palace. And Liverpool, they've been a little bit sloppy on the ball, but I have to say, as it's looped in towards Salah, clutched by Henderson, Mo Salah does look up for it. He has that record in his sights. He needs 2 goal involvements today to break that Premier League record of the most in a single season. He does look lively, he looks up for it, but Liverpool a little bit sloppy. Palace putting them under pressure and doing really well to win the ball back, and it's just a great atmosphere here. Though I've never been to a game where the away team comes and scores and the home fans are still jumping up and down, singing away, having a lovely time, even though they're not winning. It's Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1.
Thank you, Ailey. And to Spurs, where I'm sure they're singing there. Laura Kenyon.
Yeah, speaking of incredible atmospheres, Tottenham's homecoming after European glory. It's still goalless, but really the atmosphere incredibly good. Just had someone serenading us with a trumpet before kick-off. A huge cheer too for Son Heung-min and James Maddison when they appeared on the big screen in casual clothes today, neither in the squad. On the pitch, first chance fell to Brighton. Simon Adingra just pulling his shot wide, but Spurs look lively too, particularly on this near side. No signs of sore heads or celebration fatigue here. Tottenham 0, Brighton 0.
Thank you, Laura. Any chances for Brentford? Naz Premji.
No, quite the opposite. Wolves 0, Brentford 0. Wolves have been dominant this opening period. Corner for them early, which was cut out by Mbumo defending at his end. Cunha's had a shot which was just wide, and a few minutes ago, some excellent skill from Gonzalo Guedes. You flicked the ball over the top, sent Marshall Manetzi clear. Manetzi's shot was just wide, and then a Semedo cross, and Cunha with a header straight at Flecken. It's been all Wolverhampton Wanderers. Brentford struggling to get into the game currently. Wolves 0, Brentford 0.
And let's take you to St Mary's. Mark Webber.